Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. Sean Paul is back with another Intrigue Journal. Welcome.
Aging is optional, right?
I hope so.
How did we look this week?
Yes. Well,
do we look younger than last week?
How many cold showers did you take?
None.
None.
I took 3 cold showers. I sat on the floor to eat all my meals.
And you drank a case of wine.
I did.
We don't believe her.
No, I didn't.
No, we don't believe that.
Didn't.
So people would say, though, I don't want to live to be that old. It's because people are used to seeing people get old and decrepit, and that's not appealing to us.
Right.
But what if that didn't have to be the case? We went to visit my grandmother up in Minnesota. Whenever I would go up there, I'd always try and see her, and she really appreciated it. Her face would light up when I'd come to the nursing home. She was in her late 90s. But my brother didn't go out of his way so often to go visit her. You know, and so I remember once we walked into Christmas, and I'd seen her, you know, a lot more recently than he. His visits were
few and far between.
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
All right. So we walk in there, and she looks at me, and her face lights up. And then my brother walks up and goes, "Grandma, how you doing?" And she looked at him and goes, "I don't know you."
Oh.
And then he said, "Okay, well, let me get a chair. I'll be right back." And when he went to go, he walked away to get a chair. She leaned over and said, "He's gained weight."
Oh,
she was
Granny.
Oh, wow.
She played it. She knew how to work it. But anyway, so last week we talked about what we can do to try and, you know, lengthen our lives. But Aubrey de Grey believes, he's a British researcher, and he believes that if we develop the right kind of therapies, we can add hundreds of years to our lives. He looks like Rip Van Winkle, right? But he's very, very passionate about this subject. And he believes, like I said last week, the first person to live to be 1,000 years old more than likely is already alive. And they're going to get these treatments, and eventually they could live to be 1,000 years old. And I want to talk about how that might be possible, all right?
Okay.
So, for instance, like, look at this car. It's about 100 years old, built in 1923, and it looks as good as it did when it was first built, and it runs just the same. It was only built to be driven for maybe 10 or 15 years, but it's still in immaculate condition. Why is that?
Probably because they kept all of the machine parts well oiled.
Yes.
And taken care of.
Yeah, maintenance, right?
Maintenance.
Well, that's what we're talking about. That's what Aubrey de Grey says. He goes, we got to be able to keep our body maintained.
Exactly.
And we talked about, you know, organ failure and whatnot last week, and how to maybe be proactive about that. But eventually you got to replace these organs, right?
Well, if you're going to live 1,000, yes.
Yeah, right. And so there are medical companies here that want to eliminate the waiting list for human organ transplants, all right? And I mean, it's shocking. 114,000 people are currently on the waiting list for some kind of life-saving organ, and another name is added to the list every 10 minutes. And what's really sad is 20 people die every day because they didn't get the organs in time. So this is an emergency, and it would be really wonderful if we could fix this. This is where things get bizarre.
Okay.
You ready?
Well.
Do you know what a 3D printer is?
Yes.
Right?
Oh, I knew you were going there.
Did you really?
I knew
I've heard
it.
of this.
All right. I don't have one yet, but I'd love to. I don't have the time to learn a new skill and how to operate this thing. But it's fascinating, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what if we could use this to print the organs that people need? Instead of them dropping little droplets of plastic to build it, they're dropping human cells, and they're building body parts.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
But they put in the inkjet cartridges our cells. So that means it becomes our organ.
So you don't reject it?
That's correct.
So they build it for the individual person?
That's correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Tailor-made. It's not a mass assembly.
Which means you won't have to take anti-rejection drugs the rest
That
of your
is
life.
absolutely true. But there's a big problem with this. Okay, so it's working. They they saved a kid's life by printing him a bladder with his own cells. Saved his life. Wow. They're also printing bones. Okay, and they're coming up with like an ink or whatever you want to call it that helps the bones regenerate, and they're building like a structure. This is amazing, right?
Wow.
It's crazy good.
But the problem is that with the 3D printing, they can't print the organs with the vasculature network of arteries and whatnot. You can build a shell or you can build a structure. A bladder, there's not a lot to it. But if you're talking about this intricate network of vessels and whatever, they can't print that in. There's some companies that are trying, and that's fascinating.
It is.
But
It's scary.
But we're not God.
Yeah.
okay,
Amen to that.
So let me ask you this, Jeremy. What is your feeling about bacon?
I love bacon.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay, pork chops. What do you think?
Love pork chops.
Okay. What if I told you a pig could save your life?
Then I'd be like, sign him up.
Sign them up.
Porky up.
Okay, but it's not about eating bacon. All right. It's a company called Matrix, and what they do is they raise medical grade pampered pigs.
Okay.
Believe it or not, pigs have. Is this
I
stuff
know.
you know about this?
Put it in the heart.
That's correct. Their organs are about roughly the same size and structure as a human body. And what they're able to do you see that this is a kidney, but it's white?
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
They have flushed out the cells that make it a pig heart. And now it's this inert organ that doesn't have a DNA code assigned to it. And so basically what they do is they re-engineer, they reprogram
Oh my God.
pig organs to become human organs.
It's mind-boggling.
Okay.
I see. My brain hurts, Kelly.
Yeah.
People
I'm
are
not
saying,
kidding.
oh, that's 10, 15 years away. No, it's a couple years away from happening. And the Miromatrix, I was fortunate enough to talk to a guy named Randy Hines who's raising money and bringing on investors to help support this company in their efforts. We have the CEO actually explaining how this cellularizing process works. Let's go ahead and watch it.
Okay.
My name's Jeff Ross. I'm CEO of Miromatrix Medical. So our ultimate goal at Miromatrix is to eliminate the organ transplant waiting list. What we're able to do is take a whole organ that nature already created from an animal like a pig and simply remove all the cellular material from it. Perfusion decellularization is a beautiful process to see. Basically, you see the whole organ, and what you see is as we remove the cellular material, the organ essentially becomes white as all the cells are removed. But what's left is this complete, perfect architecture of the organ itself. So this is where we decellularize, whether it's a kidney, a lung, a liver, a heart, remove all the cells out of it. You can see here with the liver, everything is completely intact. You can see the vasculature coming through. The organ itself becomes completely white. And now this organ's ready to receive cells as part of our recellularization process. This is where we take our fully decellularized organ, mount it in a bioreactor, and now perfuse a solution through it. That allows us now to seed the cells back into the organ and now create that ultimate therapy, that ultimate product where that patient can have a transplantable organ that's their own, no immunosuppression long term. Basically, they receive it, recover, and there's no more follow-up associated with their care. I get this question a lot. This is great, but it seems like it's 10, 15, 20 years out. And my answer is no. The future is much closer than what we think it is.
Wow.
Good news, right?
Yeah.
That's exciting, isn't
It
it?
is.
It'll get rid of the waiting list. Now, what's really amazing is, first of all, it's not a pig heart anymore. It's not a pig kidney. It's just a kidney because they flush out the DNA and the cells that make it a pig heart. What's even more amazing is you could take a 40-year-old heart and replace it with a heart that's only 15 months old.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's a much brand spanking new organ.
That's customized to you.
Yeah.
Your cells.
Wow.
Think
Sean
about
Paul,
that.
That's amazing.
Thank
We'll
you, Sean.
use your tricks from this week for next week then.
Okay, yeah, just
I'll get that
We'll keep
3D
trying.
printer, Kelly. Yeah, okay. Don't go anywhere. So much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM right after this. I wouldn't know where to begin.
Thank you. This is so interesting.
Fascinating.
It's actually inspiring, isn't it?